Hey guys, how we doing today? Today I've got a wonderful knife. This is the Pohl Force MK-1 for Movie Knife 1. This was not loaned in by anybody because this one's mine. This is not a small knife. You guys know I like big knives. And this is maybe not even the biggest Pohl Force I have. Then we'll bring that in for size comparisons towards the end. But this knife was made back in like 2016, and it was actually made for Gerard Butler for the movie London Has Fallen. So Dietmar Pohl is the designer, and it's made by Lion Steel in Italy. He's gone on to make a bunch of movie knives, and actually the two main fixed blades from the Rambo series, The Last Blood, the final movie, who my buddy Benito happens to have both of those fixed blades. Dang it. But what he does not have, what Benito does not have, is he does not have an MK-1. Hey. All right, so it's the little things in life, guys. Come on now, right? And him and I are good friends, and we joke about it all the time. One of us is going to have to sell the other one. He either needs to sell me the Rambo knives, or I need to sell him my Pohl Force. So we'll see how that all works out. Anyway, let's dive into the specs on these guys. On this one, and then we'll talk about the other one I've got off here to the side. So this is 5 3/4 inches closed. Like I said, it's not a small knife. Overall, and it kind of flips but takes some wrist. Overall, let me hold it back and see if I can fit it all in, is 10 1/8 overall. The blade is 4.37 inches. Again, from the edge of the scale to the tip of the blade, the edge length is just over 4 inches. That's right. 4 inches worth of blade. This is I think you pronounce it Nylox steel, which I am not a steel expert. I think I talked about it a little bit more in my previous Pohl Force video. And I'm sure some of the steel snobs may chime in. My understanding is it's like a super D2. If that's right, it's a very fine grain steel that has the wear resistance of D2, I think. But again, I am not a steel expert, so there you go. It is a thicker blade at 0.197 with an overall thickness of 0.59 minus the wire clip, and it weighs in at only 9 ounces. So for its size, it's actually not too bad. I carry heavier knives in my collection, so yeah. But let's kind of zoom in on this because there's a couple of things that I want to mention. So it's got a very cool stonewash, dark stonewash type finish. It is a limited edition of 200. And Pohl Force is pretty big on that. They do like 200 of their models, and that's about it. Has a thumb disc. Beautiful titanium, sculpted titanium with a bronze ano. What I think is cool is it's open through the pivot as well as through the end. So you could put a lanyard in there if you so choose. A completely, basically a full backspacer, and I believe that is titanium, but I'm not 100% on that. Wire clip, I'm not a huge wire clip guy, but it works. Just a very cool knife. And I did send this off to my buddy to sharpen, because when I got it, it was not super sharp, and it had a couple of little things, so he put a great edge on it. Now, one thing that's really cool is It has an over travel stop here, so you can't unspring the lock in an extreme situation and bend it out, right? Well, these little wings on here are more than just for decoration. So it's open and locked with a bit of a turn, maybe less than a quarter turn. Now it's actually locked closed. So now it's more fixed blade-ish. There's less chance of lock fail because now we've turned it into a quasi fixed blade. To get it back out is the same thing. You just rotate it a little bit. This over travel stop is kind of a cam system. And then now, bink, unlocked, no problem. This is the first time I've ever seen this. I know it exists. I actually had dinner with Therapeutic Edge and Women Carry Knives about 2 weeks ago, and this is one that I brought in my Pelican case to show. I had a null pack that I brought. He brought a knife roll, so there we were at the table. Luckily, we were off on the side with all the social distancing happening, and so nobody really could see or notice what we were doing. And he gravitated towards this one and said, yeah, I saw you post that on Instagram and stuff, and I kind of thought, But when he held it in his hands, he goes, it makes a lot more sense now. So it does fit in your hand really well. You got a great spot for your thumb, and you're good to go here. You can get it down to business with this end if you need to. Great penetration here because it's got a very strong tip. Nice swedge on top. Very thick, tip for piercing. And you can then choke up on it. And it really, again, fits very nice in the hand to do some detail work if you need to. So Therapeutic Edge was kind of, he really understood it a lot better when you got it in your hand. So it just really works. It has a super comfortable reverse grip. No hot spots in this grip. No hot spots this way. Now, if you are choked up, where the clip falls is a little bit of a hot spot for me. But at the same point, when you are choked up like this, you're not really going to be bearing down hard. You're going to just be kind of using the knife, and it's very comfortable in that. I absolutely love this. So let's do some size comparisons, okay? And it comes with this, nice embroidered, standard zipper pouch. Nothing super exciting there. But with a Sharpie, the handle is longer than the Sharpie. So we'll leave that there for a minute. How about the Spyderco Delica? Because we like to pull that out. The handle is 3/4 the size of the Delica. Jesus. All right. Let's step up one to the Endura. Endura just to see. Okay. Getting kind of close. How about the Chris Reeve Large Sebenza 21? Because that's a staple here on the channel. We'll skip the Curtis Cruise and let's go straight to the FIF 23. We're getting close. I mean, if you can carry the FIF 23, you could carry the Pohl Force. How about the Hellraiser, just because it's here? God, I love this knife. So the other Pohl Force that I have came in this box, this zipper pouch, and it comes with a white cardboard box with a bunch of paperwork and all that too. What's really cool about this one is this patch actually glows in the dark. And we'll do a quick little loom shot at the end. But the one that came in that is the Force 1 titanium. So let's just... I had to kind of hold these up so that you don't think there's any goofiness with the camera angle. Okay? The Force 1 titanium is a bit bigger. It's also a limited number of 200. And this particular one, and there's a video I did on this one earlier on, and the description will be down in the, the link to this one will be in the description of the video that you're watching right now. And I encourage you to go look at it. Because this one is, we'll give you just a quick little close-up here. This one is fully hand engraved. And I talked about this in the other video, so go watch that for all the details. But I actually was able to talk to the guy who did the third-party aftermarket hand engraving, and he sent me a little video clip of him engraving and some pictures of it when it was torn apart. It's really cool. So go watch the video on this one to get all the details on this knife, because it's very much different. Okay, so this one, it's locked when it's closed. And again, go watch the video on this one. I don't need to get into all those details. But this one, I didn't even measure it this time. It's substantially bigger than the MK-1. Okay, that's another inch and something. So this is a 5 3/4 inch handle. This is 6 inches, I'm sure. This is 10 1/8. This has got to be 11 and a half. Let me see, I got a tape right here. Let's just see. Just really quick. 11 and a half? 11 and 3/8? So, yeah, it's a big boy. And again, this is a numbered 1-2. Again, feels great in the hand. Totally choke up on it. Nylock steel. Just, But this one closes open and closes closed. Locks open and locks closed is what I meant there. And then this is your traditional frame lock. So they're both equally cool, and they both have their equal uses and, reasons to own. So let me do a quick loom shot, and I will let you guys go, because I think that the patch here is just very cool. So thanks for watching. I do greatly, greatly appreciate it. And as always, have yourselves a fantastic day today, and keep watching, keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep commenting and liking on the videos to help grow the channel. It is very, very much appreciated. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next vid.